Gas prices are on a downward trend, but Arizona's prices are still higher than the rest of the country. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney.
And I'm Amanda Gomez. Tonight, the average price in the state is at $4.56. The rest of the country is seeing $4.12, and Tucson sits at $4.38.
Oil companies deny their price gouging, but some lawmakers in Arizona aren't so sure.
Rebecca Taylor gets you answers in tonight's News 4 Tucson investigation.
Amid soaring costs, Congressman Tom O'Halloran wants to temporarily suspend the federal gas tax, saving Arizona drivers about 18 cents a gallon. Motorists we talked to have mixed reactions.
I am a retired combat veteran that lives on a fixed income from my VA benefits.
Deborah Martinez says $3,200 a month doesn't stretch very far these days.
Gas is the cornerstone of all of cost of living, whether it's clothing, groceries, entertainment. It's the oil companies. They have the opportunity, the permits, the workforce, but they would rather save costs for themselves and continue to gouge people like me.
Tucson drivers paid an average $4.50 a gallon for gasoline on March 15th, the highest price on record, according to Gas Buddy. The rise in the cost for gasoline came amid a spike in crude oil prices to its highest level in nearly 14 years.
I have no issues with energy companies making profits. What I do have an issue with is the excess profits that you are making at the expense of the American people.
Arizona Representative Tom O'Halloran is among members of Congress calling for oil companies to lower gas prices instead of gouging customers, and recently spoke at a House subcommittee hearing with oil executives. He's introduced legislation to suspend the federal gas tax through the end of the year, potentially saving Arizonans about 18 cents a gallon.
Well, 18 cents would be a good start, but I think you can go further than that. I mean, that's a Band-Aid on an issue. It doesn't get to the core of it.
The problem there is that those taxes are used to pay for things that we need, like repair roads and bridges.
Daniel Sheetram, an agricultural and resources economics professor at the University of Arizona, says he doesn't see any evidence of price gouging.
Crude oil, that is a widely traded global market, and so it's easy for events all the way on the other side of the world to affect our price of crude oil, and it's very hard for our leaders to do anything about that.
There could be better policies and better things in place to keep our gas prices low that aren't being enacted.
So the pump owners themselves, I know, are not benefiting. It is only solely coming from the oil companies.
Coming up at 10, we look deeper into your complaints at the pump and break down how state inspections work, including how often you're overcharged at the pump. Rebecca Taylor, News 4 Tucson.